yesterday, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned, Ni'madan maghbunun fihima kathirun min al-nas. As-sihhatu wal-faragh. Ghaban in the Arabic language, maghbun, refers to when a person is blessed with capital. Someone gives you money just like that, and you're so thrilled because the biggest part in business is to get the capital. Once you got capital, you can go out in the world and you can do a lot. But that capital is the problem. One father became irritated with his son. The boy is just not making money. The father was very wealthy. Because the son was living on his father's money, a time came where he said to him, you must go out and make your own. So he said, I'll give you a capital of about 50,000. But now you go out and you put it somewhere, you invest it, you must make something and don't come back home until you made something. So 50,000 riyals, 50,000 pounds, whatever it was, but it's a capital. When there's no capital, it's very hard. So this boy who knew nothing about business, his father had grown him up like a prince in the house. That's what happens many of them in our lives. Our children, we don't let them suffer how we suffered. Because of which we say, I suffered very hard, I won't let my child suffer. He'll have an easy life. But the boy who has an easy life when he's young, he'll never be ready to work when he's old. For which reason in Islam, the khulafa of the times, their sons, they would send them out. That if you want to be a king one day in the world, you cannot grow up as a prince. If you want to be a king, you will have to work amongst the people first. So they would send their own sons, that you go in another country, and they would say to a certain military leader, you look after him. You look after him means if the need comes to beat him, also beat him. Let him work. And he mustn't have the chance to say, Daddy, I need help. He must learn to become himself a boy. So this boy went out with his 50,000, knew nothing about business. He landed up at one auction. It just happened in that auction, they were auctioning a huge plant. Plant means a huge business, very big. But there they don't speak about 50,000 pounds. There when they say 50, they're referring to 50 million, 50 billion. But for that small boy who had never seen a big world, his accounting had never gone past the thousands. So as everybody else took a ticket and walked in, he thinking he had a lot of money in his pocket, he also walked. Now as they're auctioning, so the auction was moving. When you auction between 100 and 200, it's very easy. Someone say 300, another person say 400. When it comes in a million, then you don't say 20, another person say 21. No one says 30, because now it's million. And if you're auctioning in the billions, then even one extra makes your heart shake. So when this boy walked in, so that auctioneer was saying 21, 21. He's thinking I'm sitting with 50 in my pocket. What 21 is talking about? So he said 25. So the whole group looked at him. Who's this boy? But some people wanted that thing. So quietly one person on the side said 25 and a half. For him 25 and a half, he's playing games with him. He said 30. Class game over. So everyone was shocked. Big businessman. This small boy talking big talk. He said going once, going twice, sold 30. So now they're all coming to him. I mean, you have to be a big man to be making big claims. So as the paper is being laid out for him to sign, it just happened that someone was sent to buy that plant at whatever price it's going for. But he reached late. So as he entered, they told him the thing is already over. He said, my boss will kill me. Who bought it? So he came to the boy just before the boy signed. He said, can I speak to you for 1 minute? Whatever you paid, I'll pay you one more than one. One. So he said, you paid 30 billion, I'll give you 31. That boy's heart almost went, what do you mean billion? He's looking around. He said, okay, sold. He went back to his father. He must have told his father, Daddy, what capital you sent me with, what I came back with. But hardly that will happen in the world. Hardly. Whether it's a true story or not, who knows? Some people said it really happened in the world. Whether it's true or not, no one will give you capital in the world. And if someone gives you the capital and then you spoil it, then the man will say, what more now? But in this issue, Allah Ta'ala has mentioned, I have given you a capital. And all that I expect from you is that when you come back to me, that there must be some profit in the capital. The capital which was mentioned, one is as-sihhatu, your health. But it was made known from the beginning that this capital doesn't last. Capital of cash, even if you don't do anything with it, but you leave it in your safe, it will remain in the safe. But the capital of health will not remain. As old age will come, it will start eating into it. And when death will come, then there will be nothing left. And the second was al-faragh. The ulama of hadith have explained faragh means that the mind is not trapped. That the mind is still strong. The mind understands what's happening. You got the full ability to make decisions in life, and your body will support your decision. That is a capital which everyone was given. But Rasulullah said, it is this capital that very few will ever make a profit. Majority will lose out in this business. This was mentioned why when he said majority? Because he was saying, oh my ummah, become the minority. And when you reach Allah on the day, there must be some profit in this thing. Your health and that free mind, that strong mind. How will it give us a profit? What we have to do? Ulama have explained it's so easy. And on this one example I will end. I take a lesson from this. The message that was given in Sabbih Isma Rabbikal A'la, which we read or we hear most of the time on the day of Jummah, which Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would always read it on the day of Jummah. Because what a message it gave. It gave the message that everyone in the world will see with their eye. It depends what you see. So, Alladhi khalaqa fasawwa. Allah Ta'ala said, there is that Allah who created and He made everything perfect. Me and you also see it. We see how the car is perfect. We say, what a car. We see the building. We see how it was made. We see the aeroplane. We see my own life. We see somebody else's life. The day when you go to see a girl to get married, then what you go to see? You go to see how beautiful she is. Alladhi khalaqa. Allah Ta'ala explains that there will be many in the world who will see the creation and how beautiful it was made. But very few will see in the creation the Creator. Very few. وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى. Then there will be many in the world who will see how everything is in proportion. This ear is in line with that ear, that eye in line with that eye. When I look, both eyes see exactly the same thing, so I'm not confused. Something to think about. I close this eye and I'm seeing a picture. I open this eye, I'm seeing the same picture. How the two is focused, I don't have to adjust. How my legs are focused, when one moves, the other automatically moves. Everything proportion. We all see it and we see how well it moves. Someone trips one day, people laugh. Why? Because the leg never supports. Everyone saw how everything is in proportion. Qaddara, fahada. And then everything is put on its road. Everyone got an instinct. You just feel the stove is hot. You just get a slight burn. It registers immediately with the brain. The brain sends a message within seconds, milliseconds to the rest of the body. Jump out of the way. That finger just touched that pot. That entire message went up. It went down. You pull back. That entire instinct of the body to pull out of harm's way. You saw a car coming, you heard, immediately your mind understood danger. He gave a message to your leg, jump out of the way. You just jumped out and said, hey, I just got saved. That entire what we call instinct, the whole world saw it. Allah Ta'ala in the surah explains very few people in that instinct saw that Allah who created that instinct within them. وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى وَالَّذِي أَخْرَجَ الْمَرْعَى. And then that Allah who took out the grass and the food for the entire creation. See, when that cow came on that land, it was barren. If the cow could speak, he'll say to the shepherd, what I'm doing here, there's nothing. The shepherd will say, you just wait here. Because your Creator will send spring wherever you are. Rains will come very soon and suddenly this barren ground will become grass. Me and you, wherever we go in the world, our sustenance will come behind us. You land up in a place where there's no shop. You open a shop, suddenly customers are created. A person who's a doctor, Allah Ta'ala has made it, if the doctor is not in the town, no one falls sick. But everyone's sustenance is written. The day the doctor comes, people have to start falling sick. Otherwise, where is sustenance? I reached one town where on the Dastarkhan it was only doctors. Only doctors, everyone. The uncle who was hosting me, his son, doctor, second son, doctor, third son. When the fourth son walked in, I said, please become an alim, we don't need more doctors. So I said, so many sick people in this town, so many doctors. Allah system, 5 doctors come, so many people extra will get sick. Because the sustenance has to be written. So if 5 people open up shops for tomatoes and potatoes, more and more people will get hungry. It's a system. Amazing, the next ayah. Allah Ta'ala says, فَجَعَلَهُ غُثَاءً أَحْوَى. But remember, one day Allah will make this entire thing squashed, finished. So if the purpose of this whole world was the beauty of the world, it's going to be squashed. If it was the way everything works for instinct, squashed. If it was the beautiful grasses and the beautiful mountains, squashed. So what's the purpose of the world? The beginning of the surah says, Sabbih Isma. That you have to be ready that in everything you must see nothing but Allah. That's the meaning of tasbih. That whatever you see, you must say, I'm amazed by you, O Allah. Subhanallah means I'm amazed. Alhamdulillah means all praise is to you. Allahu Akbar means most powerful you are, O Allah. Because if you can't see Allah in this world, and you are like that person who walked past a painting, it was a beautiful sunrise, and the first person looked at the painting said, wow, what a painting. The second person said, gosh. Third person said, amazing. The fourth person, he walked, the painter was standing there. He even pushed the painter out of the way. And he said, you're spoiling my view, get out of the way. I want to look at the painting. The fifth person who walked in, who was the minority, instead of looking at the painting and saying anything, he went up to the painter. And he said, what a masterpiece you made. When 5 people will be asked who really appreciated the painting, that man who pushed the painter forgets. Like that, there are people in the world known as atheists. They have seen the entire world, but in looking at the world, they have practically said to Almighty Allah, out of the way. You're spoiling our view. And then there's a group of people who saw the world. They never pushed the painter, but they never saw the painter also. They just walked past. And then there is that one individual who said, Subhanallah. He is the one who really paid the price of the entire painting. Because in the painting, he was able to see the painter. This is this ni'matan, 2 favors everyone has been given. Health and a mind which is not trapped. Using our health and using this mind, it's my job and your job. That in everything around us that we see nothing but the being of Almighty. Allah Ta'ala grant us this. Our heart and our tongue, our eye can see Allah and appreciate. Alhamdulillah is a word of appreciation. Subhanallah is a word of appreciation. When I eat my food, when I wear my clothing, when I enter the toilet, when I come out, see Allah, see the power of Allah and appreciate the favors of Almighty Allah.